Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Yes, I be a woman.
何？お前はもう死んでいる。
Hi guys! I'm Veronica and DJ Perez and I'm here to discuss the definition of leading. What is leading? Leading consists of motivating employees and influencing their behavior to achieve organizational objectives. Leading focuses on managing people such as individual, employees, teams, and groups rather than task managers who are usually leadership and usually connect with their employees by using interpersonal skill to encourage, to inspire, and to motivate team members to perform to the best of their abilities. Manager usually incorporate different leadership and changes their management style to adapt to different situations. One of the best example of leading is directing. What is directing? The manager leads by deciding with little input from the employees. This is an effective leadership style for new employees who need a lot of initial direction and training.
Motivation. Motivation is a goal-oriented characteristic that helps a person achieve his or her objective. It encourages an individual to work hard at achieving his or her goals. The desired leadership traits will assist management to influence motivation and employees. Leadership is used as a means of motivating. Pay your people what they are worth, provide them with a pleasant place to work, offer opportunities towards self-development, foster collaboration within the team, encourage happiness, don't punish failure, set clear goals, don't micromanage.
Jumbo hotdog, kaya mo ba to? Kaya mo ba?
Are there any theories on what makes a leader? For decades, numerous studies have been focused on leadership, giving rise to several theories. These theories are various schools of thought put forth by philosophers, researchers, and cognitive experts to explain what goes into the making of a leader. Leadership is both a research area and a practical skill encompassing the ability of an individual, group, or organization to lead, influence or guide other individuals, teams, or entire organizations, often viewed as a contested term. Specialist literature debates various viewpoints, contrasting Eastern and Western approaches to leadership, and also within the West, North American versus European approaches. There are two key leadership theories. 1. Great man theory. According to the great man theory, which should perhaps be called the great person theory, leaders are born with just the right traits, abilities for leading, charisma, intellect, confidence, communication skills, and social skills. The theory suggests that the ability to lead is inherent, that the best leaders are born, not made. It defines leaders as valiant, mythic, and ordained to rise the leadership when the situation arises. The term great man was adopted at the time because leadership was reserved for males, particularly in military leadership. The last one is trait theory. The trait theory is very similar to the great man theory. It is founded on the characteristics of different leaders, both successful and unsuccessful ones. The theory is used to predict effective leadership. Usually, the identified characteristics are compared to those of potential leaders to determine their likelihood of leading effectively. Scholars researching the trait theory try to identify leadership characteristics from different perspectives. They focus on the psychological attributes such as appearance, weight, and height, demographics such as age, education, and familial background, and intelligence, which encompasses decisiveness, judgment, and knowledge.
Who did it? It was that guy. Who did it? That was the guy.
Communication, human existence and survival, as well as the survival of an organization, are dependent on communication. It is a method of generating and disseminating ideas, information, points of view, facts, and feelings among people in order to establish a shared understanding. The directing function of management relies heavily on communication. Even if a manager is extremely qualified and skilled, his abilities are rendered useless if he lacks effective communication skills. The essential characteristics of these styles are team involvement, excellent listening, clear and timely communication.
Management of change and diversity. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. By James Baldwin. Ibig sabihin po nito, hindi lahat ng mga nakikita mo ay kaya mong baguhin, pero wala kang mababago hanggat hindi mo siya nakaharap. Good day everyone, I'm Nicole Angela from BSTM1A and I'm here to present what is management of change and diversity. But first, allow me to discuss what is management. Management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling organizational resources. It performed to determine and accomplish by the use of people and resources to achieve a specific objectives. There are three types of dimension of change. The first one is the content, the topic or the subject, and has many possibilities in the organization. The second one is the process, or how it happens, and the approach or manner in which change is introduced or implemented. The last one is pace, speed of effects. There are two terms that are often used, misused, and misunderstood. These terms are the management of change and change management. Management of change is about dealing with the technical side of change often seen in a manufacturing or industrial settings, but it can be applied anywhere. While change management is about dealing with the people side of change, or a collective term for all approaches to prepare, support, and help individuals, teams, and organizations in making organizational change, or changing people's behavior. And lastly, what is diversity? Diversity in simplest term is consists of different people with various racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, and cultural backgrounds, and various lifestyles, experience, and interests. Diversity brings new ideas and experiences, and people can learn from each other. By employing a diverse range of people, an organization gives itself the potential to discover more creative solutions and become more welcoming to increasingly diverse customer space. To unlock this potential, diversity must be accompanied by a conclusion that people must be made to feel that their contributions are valued and that they are respected as people, colleagues, and employees. And now, allow me to discuss the importance of understanding diversity in today's society. Learning about other cultures help us understand different perspectives and traditions with varying beliefs. And it also allows us to have more information and better understand the diversity of the common practices of human beings, belonging to different regions and origins. It gives knowledge about working dynamic organization in a global environment characterized by diversity, strategic complexity, and constant change. In this concentration, you will also advance your oral competences in other languages like French, German, Japanese, Mandarin, or Spanish. To sum up everything, management of change and diversity teaches us to manage and work with diversity throughout any activity of a modern organization. Based on my knowledge of diversity, we are taught how to deal with different diversity issues that prove to be a challenge for our modern organizations. It may be in the form of multicultural workforce or a complex environment. We will also gain management and leadership skills as a tools to handle diversity in an organizational context. This includes work in diverse teams, management of challenging projects, and managing organizational change.
3, 4, 5, everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store.
I am KIMBERLYN Aguinaldo from BSTM1A. So what are the benefits of diversity and change management? This also prepares you to participate in leading, managing, and organizing activities in local cultural context on the basis of your cultural knowledge and project management skills. In this, You learn to understand and gain knowledge from local context as well as to incorporate that knowledge internally in the organization. This also gives you an insight about work dynamic organizations in a global environment characterized by diversity, strategic complexity, and constant change. In this concentration, you will also advance your oral competencies in one another language, such as French, German, Spanish, and so on and so forth. So what does it mean to have diversity at work? Workplace diversity not only refers to the differences between employees, but also to the acceptance and celebration of these differences at work. Diversity training is an essential part of building awareness in a cohesive work environment.
Oh my God! Wow!
Coco Martin!
Other Asian countries, the Filipino culture is the unique, the most prevalent quality that depicts how Filipinos greet foreigners or tourists who visit our nation. Is the hospitality of tourists stay in Filipino, whom they will be served delectable Filipino cuisine, so they can explain our cultures. Cuisine. Furthermore, Filipinos want their tourists to feel else during their stay to be satisfied and to meet the expectation for Filipinos, culture and people is an honor and blessing when the Filipinos begin to connect with other countries to trade. They are exposed to foreign influence.
In business culture in Asia was very different in etiquette and culture. When they have small conversation was important in Asian business to make idea effort and research. When they speak to foreign client or business partner, they use native or English language to communicate each other, and they observe empathy and common sense to build a long-term relationship in business.